Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into those real-life stories that hit different. The ones that got the whole world talking, feeling all kinds of emotions, and straight up questioning everything. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, no cap. Today, January 8th, 2026, we talking about something that's still blowing up every timeline and newsfeed, the U.S. military operation that captured Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores, right out of Caracas. This ain't just some regular headline, bro. This is a historic moment that's got everybody emotional: shock, relief, anger, pride, heartbreak, hope all crashing together like waves. America's split down the middle. Global leaders reacting strong, oil markets moving, and huge questions about justice, international rules, and what's next for Venezuela and the world. We're going deep but respectful, sticking to facts, sharing the human side, cause these stories touch real lives and real feels. If you're riding with this kind of real talk, get comfy, grab a drink. This one's gonna make you think and feel deep. Let's break it down from the start. It all goes down in the early hours of January 3rd, 2026. Caracas is quiet, the city resting under the night sky. Inside a residence at Fuerte Tiuna, the military complex, Nicolás Maduro, leader of Venezuela for over a decade, and his wife Cilia Flores are asleep, no idea of the high-precision operation about to unfold. U.S. forces, including elite Delta Force operators backed by CIA intelligence, launch Operation Absolute Resolve. Months of planning, training on mock compounds, tracking movements, it all comes together. Airstrikes hit key sites to suppress air defenses, clearing the path. Helicopters fly low, special forces moving fast and professional. The raid is intense but swift. Maduro and Cilia are taken into custody without major resistance at the residence, flown out to the USS Iwo Jima in the Caribbean, then to New York. President Trump announces it early on Truth Social: mission successful, no U.S. lives lost, though 7 troops injured, all recovering. He calls it a law enforcement action to bring an indicted leader to face serious charges. The world wakes up to this. Timelines explode with reactions from cheers to condemnation. Why does this hit so emotional? 'Cause it's bigger than one event. Think about the bravery of those U.S. service members, regular folks from all over America, training endlessly, leaving families behind, putting it all on the line for what they see as justice and security. Their families waiting anxious, then feeling that massive relief and pride when it's done. Real heroes fasten real risks. On the other side, Venezuelan people wake to loud explosions, chaos in the capital. Reports of dozens lost, including security personnel and Cuban advisors protecting the residents. Tragic losses that leave families grieving, communities in shock. Civilians caught in the disruption, homes shaken, lives forever changed. Heartbreaking to think about moms holding kids tight, wondering what's happening to their country. Then exiled Venezuelans, millions who fled crisis over years, watching from Miami, Colombia, Spain, feeling tears of long-awaited accountability. Crowds celebrating in Doral, Florida, dancing, hugging, chanting for freedom. But back home, supporters of Maduro feeling deep sorrow, confusion, seeing it as a violation of their nation. Protests outside courthouses, people holding signs, emotions raw on every side. Maduro himself, indicted since 2020 on charges like narco-terrorism, now in U.S. custody. Photos show him on the ship, then in New York. On January 5th, in Manhattan court, he pleads not guilty, calling himself innocent, a decent man, still president, a prisoner of war. Cilia by his side, bandaged from the chaos, also pleading not guilty. The courtroom tense, outside crowds clashing. One side cheering justice, the other demanding release. This operation got so many layers, fam. Bravery from troops, tragedy from losses, divided feelings across the world. China, Russia, some Latin leaders condemn it strong at the UN, calling it aggression. Others quiet or supportive. Oil prices shift, assets frozen. Interim leader Delcy Rodriguez sworn in, promising dialogue but standing firm. We gonna unpack more: the man, the build-up, the aftermath. This story reminds us history is made of human emotions, tough choices, hope for better days. Stick around, 'cause it's just getting started. We back, fam. If the hook got you feeling the intensity, Now let's humanize the man at the center. Nicolás Maduro's story is complex, full of rises, promises, struggles. That's why this capture stirs so many deep emotions worldwide. Born 1962 in Caracas, Maduro grows up regular bus driver, union activist, connecting with everyday people. He gets into politics, rises close to Hugo Chavez, the leader who brought socialist revolution, promising to lift the poor with oil money. Chavez sees potential in him, that relatable vibe. When Chavez passes in 2013 from cancer, Venezuela mourns, deep streets filled with tears, millions feeling lost. Maduro steps up, wins election, vows to continue the mission. Early days bring hope for many, the everyman president fighting for the forgotten, standing tall against outside pressure. But challenges hit hard. Economy struggles, big oil prices drop, sanctions bite, hyperinflation, shortages of basics like food and medicine. Blackouts leave cities dark, hospitals fighting to save lives. Millions face hardship, families lining up for hours, kids going hungry, parents making tough choices. Emotional stories everywhere, moms crying over empty tables, dads working multiple jobs. Critics point to mismanagement, corruption. Maduro and supporters blame U.S. sanctions, economic war. Protests grow over years, sometimes met with force, more pain, more division. Elections questioned, especially 2018 and 2020 for opposition says fraud. International observers raise concerns. Millions become refugees, leaving everything behind, walking long journeys for safety. Heart-wrenching tales, families separated, dreams paused, but hope driven them forward. Exiled communities build new lives, watching home from afar, feeling mixed pride and pain. U.S. pressure builds, 2020 indictment on serious charges, bounty rising to $50 million. Trump's second term ramps it, blockades, warnings. Maduro stays defiant on TV, rallying crowds who see him deafened in sovereignty. Cilia Flores, his wife, lawyer, former official, his strong partner through thick and thin. Their bond real, supporting each other in tough times. Maduro's arc tugs at heartstrings cause it's human hope turn into hardship, loyalty clashing with criticism. Supporters see a fighter for the poor, others see accountability needed. No simple villain or hero. Fam, the raid's over, but the emotional waves still crashing hard. January 5, 2026. Maduro and Cilia in Manhattan federal court. Shackled, orange jumpsuits fasten charges like narco-terrorism and drug trafficking. Maduro firm through translator, innocent, decent man, still president, prisoner of war. Cilia echoes not guilty, visible bandages from the operation. Outside, protests split, exiles cheering accountability, supporters mourning, demanding release. Polls show America divided. Many see justice, others worry legality, costs, escalation. Global outcry strong, UN Council debates, China or Russia condemn as violation. Some lies quiet. In Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, sworn interim president, calls for calm, dialogue, but decries aggression. Streets in Caracas tense but calm, businesses slow. Oil markets react, assets frozen worldwide. Human impact deep, U.S. troops' bravery praised, injuries healing. Venezuelan losses grieved, families mourn, security personnel, Cuban allies. Refugees feeling bittersweet, hope for change mixed with worry. Trump calls it stunning success, focuses transition, oil access for stability. Questions swirl. Next hearing set for March 17th, Venezuela's path forward. Emotions everywhere, pride in precision, sorrow for disruption, fear of unknown, optimism for healing. This divide real, touching hearts globally. Final part. Fam, this Maduro capture, it's got us all reflecting big on power, justice, human costs, future peace. Lives changed forever, troops risking everything, families losing loved ones, nation navigating transition. Heroes from all perspectives, precise operators, loyal protectors, resilient refugees. At heart, human stories, pain from crisis years, hope for accountability, prayers for stability. Trial ahead, next hearing March 17, Venezuela seeking calm path. Reminds us, big events full of feels, tough balances, hope for healing, better days. If this story hit you deep, share your thoughts below. Emotions, hopes for Venezuela. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications for more real, heartfelt breakdowns. This is your channel for stories that matter. Stay safe out there, fam. Peace.